Welcome back to Nails by Sora. Today is day 7 of 25 days of holiday nails with Madame Glam's Advent Calendar 2023. And I'm very excited to show you what's in this box, which is red pudding gel. So I do have quite a few pudding gels from Madame Glam that I must say, that's not Madame Glam. Already from Madame Glam's. Now I will say I do already have quite a few pudding gels from Madame Glam. I purchased the blue ones in a series, and I also got cloud gray and white last year in the 2022 Advent Calendar, and I have not used any of them. That's not because they're not a good product. They are. It's just for some reason I always forget I have them. I think I also got the black pudding gel, which may actually be good for gel paint applications when I'm doing line work. I haven't tested it out, but it is thicker. Their pudding gels are thicker than regular gel polish, so that actually might work quite well. I hadn't thought about that, but we're going to do a design using the red pudding gel today, and I think I'm just going to use it for all over color because I want to do a Christmas tree motif, and I also want to use these water slide decals, which I'm going to show you a neat little trick of how to apply them with ease and precision. So hold on to that thought. But I do want to do a gold abstract Christmas tree, and I'm going to do the background in red. But first I want to put one coat of base gel on just to give it a slip layer or something a little bit smoother than the texture of the nail itself. That'll help it glide a little bit more. Pudding gel tends to be a bit finicky to work with. It can be streaky, and you have to apply it quite thinly and build it up, because otherwise you're going to have, it doesn't really self-level. So you're going to have trouble working with it, which is perhaps why I don't use it. There are a lot of companies out there that have pudding gel, and it's just not something that I've ever been drawn to. But we're going to play with it today, see how it works, see what the color looks like on the nail. I'm going to give this a 60-second cure. And if you could take this moment to please give me a like and a subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you always know when new videos are available, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so when you open it up, first thing you'll notice is that there's this little cap on top, which is great because if you accidentally knock it over, it gets shifted in whatever container you are storing it, it won't spill. So you just pull that out, and it's a beautiful true orange red. I'm just going to sit this down on top of my paper towel. And in order to apply it, you'll need an application brush. So this is the one that I'm using today. It's a round tapered brush by Kokoist. The bristles are starting to get a little bit frayed, but if it looks wet, it's because it is already coated in clear gel base. And the way to really keep your brushes healthy and from drying out is to just always, before you put it away, wipe it in some gel base and then put a cap on it. So I'm going to give this a little bit of a stir. Not really necessary, but I want to. And I'm going to just apply it down the nail like you would any other gel polish. It does seem a little easier to work with than I remember, which is a good thing. I do have something on the nail, which is par for the course. See, this is where I start. I'm going to take one of my liner brushes and see if I can fill in those areas that aren't taking the color. All right, I'm gonna give that a cure and then I'm going to put on a second layer. All right, well, the second coat went on considerably easier. There's no patchiness that I can really see. Just gonna give it a look around the edges. All right, I'm gonna give it another cure for another 60 seconds. So as usual, I'm gonna go in and I'm going to do a coat of matte top because I'm going to put design on top of it and I don't want it to bleed. So that's just a quick method of protecting the nails so that your designs come out crisp and clean and the way you want them every time. You can, of course, just wipe the inhibition layer, but then you still have somewhat of a shine on top of the nail. And if you're using a ring light like I am, it creates reflections and makes it difficult for you to see what you're doing as you're doing close-up line work. So an easy way to do it is just put a velvet matte top coat on it so that it's nice and matte and you can work without any issues. So that's going to get another 60-second cure, and then we're going to go into the line work. I'm going to be using my I'm going to be using my gold chrome gel paint from Makartt Glam, and I'm going to be following an image that I found online of an abstract tree. Now, it's something that's pretty common. I've seen it all over the place, which is why I wanted to do it. You start with a point at the top, and then you come down to one side, whichever side you want. And then you go over to the other side. Down again. And then you just keep zigzagging. Now I'm putting a slight arch in my zigs and my zags just to give it a little bit more dimension and personality. And each one is going to get a little bit wider on the way down. I actually kind of like the matte background for this. And then this one's going to go about halfway across, and then it's going to trail off down into a trunk. Just going to refine some of these lines. And now I'm going to give it a full 60-second cure. While that's going, I'm going to get set up to do my water marbling. Not water marbling, my water slide decal. We are not water marbling. We cannot water marble with gel. I've got my lint roller somewhere. Make sure you take the plastic off the surface. And now you're going to place it face down on your jelly stamper. Whoop. Make sure you have a little bit of water and a brush. Now this is a brush that I don't use in anything else. Not that it matters, it's water. But I have so many of these brushes that I use for alcohol inks. I think this one used to be used for that. I don't remember. But you just want to dab the water into the surface, give it a moment, and then you can start pulling it away from the water slide. Now you can dab a little bit of the water off the surface. Don't really press anything down onto it. But then when you look through it, you can see exactly where and how you're going to place it. So actually, I do need a slick layer on the nail. So I'm going to use, I want to keep the background matte. So I'm just going to place a little bit, actually, I think I'm going to place it on the sticker itself. That way, hopefully, when I go to place it down, it'll stay. I think I may end up tracing it with the same gel that I used just because I don't like the different tones. So that's going to stay there. And I'm going to cure the gel that's on the nail. So this is a completely optional step. I'm doing it because I'm neurotic and I don't like different metallic tones. So I like everything to match. So I am going to carefully trace the circles so that they're the same tone as the tree. Now, I'm not going to worry about the dots in the center because I'm going to put rhinestones there. Once again, if you've seen my videos, I am using Makartt nail gel, and I'm using the little spout on top to dispense the amount that I want. I've got my rhinestone picker, and I'm going for the smallest rhinestones that I have. I'm just going to place it on top. Now, as these are the smallest ones I have, I can see that it's not going to fit in between the other circles. So I am going to just use my smallest dotting tool and put more gel. Ooh, wow, that's the first time that's happened. Nearly jumped up and bit me. Here's the question. Do I put consecutive size rhinestones going up the nail? Thoughts, thoughts, thoughts. Let's see what it would look like. I think it may be a bit too much. So this is going to go in the lamp for a cure. All right, and now I'm just going to use a little bit more of our velvet matte top coat to encapsulate that stone. I'm going to push it up around it, and then I'm going to pull away. I'm not going to go all up and down the nail because I don't want to dull the shine of the chrome gel polish. I don't think there'll be really any unevenness on the nail because I'm putting a really thin coat. I'm just going to feather it down. So now I'm going to give it another cure, and then this nail will be finished. All right, so that's perfect. I don't have any unevenness. There's no lines in between the layers or the application of the matte top coat. It's just a nice smooth finish. Do have a bit of shininess from the sticker, the clear sticker that's behind the gold. So I'm gonna see if maybe that can come off with a little bit of alcohol, just to wipe the surface. Otherwise, if you really wanted to, you could just paint it out with a liner brush and a little bit of matte. But I think I'm fine with the way that looks. But that's going to do it for day 7 of 25 days of holiday nails. But that's going to do it for day 7 of 25 days of holiday nails using Madame Glam's 2023 advent calendar. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a pretty simple and straightforward design. It didn't take a lot of effort. It really only took 15 minutes, a little bit longer with curing in between. But it's beautiful in its simplicity, and I really like the way it turned out. If I could change anything, I would have actually drawn the tree straight. It's a little slanted. But I'm a little slanted, so that's okay. Thank you once again for joining me. I hope you liked this video. If you have any comments or questions, please put them down in the comment section below. And all the information for the products I used will be in the description box below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.